Hey everyone, this is Max at MaxCTCG. Thanks for joining me in another video. So in this video, we're going over a new Albaz Dogmatika card that was released. A lot of cool stuff around this. It'll be really cool. I thank YGO organization for putting out the translation and the information, and I'll have the link in the description and the comments below for you to go check it out yourself if you want to see it. So we have Dogmatikalamity, Alba system, complete file, the white story. So this is actually pretty interesting because it's not just a card that's being released. It's going to be like this celebration package in Japan where you'll get this card and then you'll also get a binder with different sleeves. You can put cards in as well as a complete file like artwork book. So we'll kind of cover that after we go over the card. So it says, while my cyber dragon gently weeps. So I heard someone mention that they think this is actually what's controlling the church in Dogmatika. I don't know a lot on the lore, but that could be really interesting. So if someone knows more and wants to kind of clue me in on that, that'd be cool to hear. Alba system Dogmata. Our translation's probably going to be the Dogmatikalamity Alba system. We have a dragon fusion effect, dark, level 8, 4500 attack, 2500 defense for a level 8 fusion. That's huge. And then we have Fallen of Albaz plus 6 monsters in your graveyard with different names. Must first be fusion summoned. This card can attack all opponent's monsters once each. Second effect, you must send one card from your extra deck to the grave to declare an attack with this card. And third effect, once per turn, if you control this fusion summon monster and have 6 or more fusion monsters in your graveyard with different names that mention Fallen of Albaz as material, you can send all cards in both players' extra deck to the graveyard. Alright, so let's just talk about the monster and the effect first. So overall, a huge beat stick for the deck. That's awesome. It can attack all monsters each once, but to attack it has to send cards to the grave. The one thing that kind of sucks is it doesn't have any protection, which is probably a good thing for the way the card works, but that does make it a little bit more vulnerable. So overall, I don't think the card's great. I don't think the card is actually garbage. I think the ideal way to summon this out is to use Fallen of Albaz to fuse into a Lubellion, and then Lubellion will shuffle back all the banished or engraved materials, including Albaz and 6 of your different names, fusions, into the extra deck to then summon this out. And then from there, you'd get them back into the graveyard by either continuing the fusion with other cards or, using its effect when it keeps attacking to send cards to the grave. I'm not sure if there's great ways for the Dogmatika deck to summon this card. I think that could be, a little tricky. They do have good ways to send stuff to the grave, but they'd probably have to send a bunch of fusion stuff to the grave and then summon Albaz, fuse, and go off. It would probably be a multi-turn play, where I feel like maybe the branded deck could set this up potentially turn 1 or like in a more mid-game situation, but I don't really see the benefit of setting this up turn 1 unless you can really pull off the extra deck send. But again, there's still no protection, so like you can do all this work and just get impermed and then nothing happens. I think there might be something to this in like maybe a more mid-game strategy with Albaz that could be interesting. Like if the game gets into a grindy state, which the deck is good at, the deck can grind really well, can regain resources, it can constantly, by sending other cards, keep triggering things to keep playing. I think there is potential for that. I think the problem though is that the extra deck is extremely tight for the kind of branded Despia deck, so I think that's going to be hard for it. So I think the card's okay, not amazing. I don't think some decks will probably play it and some might try to cheese it out, and we're gonna have to see, does this become something that is played because of its mid to late game strategy, or is it just something that's like kind of cool jank combo idea to pull off, that really never works. We'll kind of see what role does it fall into. So now what we'll do is kind of jump into the other aspects of it. So this is going to be in the official complete file, the white story. It's going to be 29,700 yen, which is about $195 US. And so it'll probably be, if they were to sell something like this to us in the US, which we might not get, it would probably be around $199.99 is probably what they'll mark it up to. Like right below that 200 mark, make you feel like you're getting a deal. The planned shipment is September 2024 for Japan, so who knows if we'll get this and when. And the product is made to order, so hopefully a lot of people order this, and if it goes well in Japan, hopefully we will also maybe get the chance to get this as well, outside of it just being printed into a set. So what's going to come into it is 202 cards. We have 177 ultra rare reprints, 20 quarter century secret rare reprints, 4 quarter century secret rare reprints with new illustrations. We got some alt art cards, maybe branded fusion, maybe some of the cool like standard cards, Mirror J, different ones that could be really cool to see. And then the 1 quarter century secret rare new card, Dogmatikalamity Alba system. So this is going to be the new card that we just went over that'll be included as well. So you're going to get a binder with sleeves. So it says 1 binder, it comes with sleeves, page, and 5 inside covers. 9 pocket pages for a 4-ring binder. And then the binder is a luxurious design with special work done, 5 inside covers and special box. And there's the box up above. Now have 15 pages included with 9 cards per page. 1 page can easily host 18 cards. And then I'll have 15 pages are included with 9 cards per page. 1 page can easily host 18 cards, meaning with 15 pages, you can show off a total of 270 cards. And it comes with a product's exclusive emblem. And we also have 1 special booklet, a B5 landscape style binding with 16 full color pages. The 16 full color pages include an introduction to each group that appears in the story, never before seen illustrations, card reference artwork pictures, and reference material from the production materials for the 25th Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Anniversary special film video Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Game The Chronicles. So I think we'll see this book. I think this is probably gonna be beautiful to see. You know, they do a lot of these lore books in Japan, and we unfortunately don't really get many of those, and I think that, you know, could be a cool way for them to expand out the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series in other countries in Europe and North America and South America. I don't know how well these would sell, but I think they could do more work like they've been showing with the animation chronicles that they showed off that got a lot of hype. You know, these books, different things that they could do to make Yu-Gi-Oh! Become a bigger IP and not just a card game. And I think those would really boost the game and people getting into the game as well. So I think this stuff's really cool. I would love to get it. I don't think I have the money to, and you'd also have to order it from Japan and ship it over, but it would be really cool to see and to have this as a collectible piece. So I think it's really awesome. I think the card has maybe some playability. We'll have to see, you know, what people do with it and how it's played. All right, well, let me know what you think. If maybe there's something I'm missing, how playable do you think the card is? Is this something you want to try to get from Japan? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. All right, I will see you guys in the next one.